Welcome to the Hole as our number one ranked Grambling State Tigers welcome the 1-8 Rutgers Scarlet Knights to town. The Tigers have two prospects on campus this week, 5-star corner Tony Hardy and 3-star JUCO linebacker Mike Weiss. First quarter action, Jackson takes the handoff, finds a lane on the left, and powers ahead for 8. Then Chris King drops back and hits Antonio Walker on the outside. He puts a move on the corner and picks up 21. A few plays later, PJ gets the rock again, finds some room, drops his shoulders and gets inside the 10. 2 plays later, King from the gun. He hits Smith on the check down. He turns upfield and powers his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling! Tigers strike first, 7-0. Rutgers takes over. Foster drops back and hits Anderson coming open over the middle, and he picks up 7. Then on 3rd and long, Foster goes back to the air and connects with Anderson again, and the big wideout picks up 18. Later in the drive, Foster hits Gray on the screen. The back follows his blockers but gets laid out by Mike Collins short of the first. Rutgers would miss the field goal. Next night's possession, Foster drops back and tries to hit his wideout on the comeback, but Brent Stovall jumps the route and gets the INT. What a play by the redshirt junior. And it would lead to this. King drops back and hits Antonio Walker on the slant, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling! Tigers up 14-0. Next GSU possession, King goes to the air and hits Bobby Smith on the curl. He spins, fakes out the corner, and is gone. Bobby Smith goes 69 yards to the house. Touchdown, Grambling! Start of the second, Foster goes play action and throws a touch pass to Broussard on the sideline for 8. Nice ball. Then on 3rd and short, Gray finds some running room, and he's able to pick up 13. Next play, Foster drops back, slides to his right, and hits Baker over the middle. He turns upfield and picks up 9. Rutgers facing a 3rd and 1, some confusion in the backfield, and Foster gets destroyed for a 3-yard loss. Rutgers lined up to punt, but it's a fake. Scott takes a direct snap, gets some great blocking, and picks up 10. 2 plays later, Foster goes back to the air, hitting Baker on the out. He turns up and gets the first. Later drive, Foster drops back and hits Mitchell over the middle. He gets blown up but picks up 8. The G-men look to get stingy on the goal line. They stop Gray going up the middle. But the next play, Foster hits Gray coming out of the backfield, and he walks into the end zone. Rutgers gets on the board, 21-7. But here come the Tigers. King drops back. Here's Jordan Paxson on the slant over the middle for 11. Then Pierre gets going, finding a hole on the left, making a cut, and picking up 11 yards. 2 plays later, King goes back to the air, hitting the speedster Paxson again on the corner. He gets upfield and gets pulled down at the 1. Next play, you got to give it to the big fella. Pierre Jackson takes it up the middle and gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling! Tigers lead 28-7. Rutgers looks to answer. Foster drops back and hits Broussard on the slant, and he picks up 12. A few plays later, check this one out. Foster lobs it up for Mitchell, and he jumps over 2 Tigers and makes the catch for 25. What a grab. But on the next play, Foster drops back, and he feels that pressure. Caleb Causey gets the sack. Rutgers set up for the long field goal, but the kicker leaves it short, and Eric Rogers is back to make the catch. He starts left, cuts it back right, turns on the jets, gets the corner, hits the sideline, and is gone. Eric Rogers is a glitch. Touchdown, Grambling! And that was sent us to the half. Tigers dominating 35-7. It's been all GSU so far. Tigers look to close it out in style. Start of the 3rd, Jackson goes up the middle. He trucks a defender and gets 8. Then PJ follows his blockers up the gut and spins his way to 10 more yards. Tigers face a 3rd and long. King drops back and throws a dart to Tim Clark over the middle for 13. What a hit. After an offsides, Jackson goes back up the middle, and he picks up 9 more yards. A few plays later, King with the play action, and he hits Paxson coming open over the middle, and he picks up 10. 3 plays later, King goes back to the air and throws a gorgeous ball to Tim Clark in the end zone. Touchdown, Grambling! That's TD number 4 for King. Rutgers tries to get things going. Foster has tons of time in the pocket and finally hits Anderson on the cutback for 15. Then Foster and Anderson link up again, this time on the slant, and he fights his way for 17 yards. It's 3rd and long, and Foster has tons of time in the pocket. He steps up and throws a rope to Williams for 13. Next play, Irby fights his way into the end zone, touchdown Rutgers. Tiger starter still on the field. Jackson finds a huge lane on the left, gets popped but picks up 11. Then PJ gets it again and is attacking that left side of the defense. He picks up 10 more. Starter the fourth easily takes the counter right, catches a block, and turns on the speed. The junior back goes 36 yards to the house. Touchdown Grambling. Rutgers takes back over. Foster with the play action and hits Justin Blake over the middle for 10. 2 plays later, Foster with the quick drop and hits Baker for 7 more yards. Later in the drive, Foster drops back, tries to run from the pressure, but Torian Ray gets the sack. The Knights would be forced to punt. And the Tigers look to put the nail in the coffin. King rolls out right, sets his feet, throws it up for Walker in the end zone. Touchdown Grambling. And that would do it. GSU does it again. 56-14 is the final. King finished 24 of 36 for 319, 5 touchdowns, and 1 interception. On the ground, Pierre Jackson had 19 carries for 144 yards and a score. Easley also scored a touchdown in this game. Out wide, Paxton had 8 grabs for 98 yards. Tim Clark caught a touchdown, and shout out to Antonio Walker and Bobby Smith. They both caught 2 TDs. On defense, Rayshawn Baker had 7 tackles. Caleb Causey had 2 sacks. Ray and Anderson both had a sack apiece. And shout out to the Roadrunner, Eric Rogers. He had a kick 6 at the end of the first half. Well, our Tigers move to 11-0 and go into the bye week streaking. Now it's time to prepare for their last game of the season against Georgia. Thanks for watching, guys. Coming up in the Tigers Den podcast, we get ready for the Bulldogs and check out the recruiting board. Have a great day, guys. 2 fingers in the air. Peace.